Welcome to Prime Wheels, where we celebrate the love for classic cars and automotive culture. Join us as we explore timeless classics. Here are 15 classics.
Number 1.
(1957) Chevrolet Bel Air 4-door sedan. Price, $24,000. Location, Indiana. This 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air 4-door sedan presents as a well-kept, lightly updated Tri-5 that underwent a significant refurbishment in 2004. The work included repairing the hood, fenders, quarter panels, and rocker panels before refinishing the car in a bronze exterior with a white roof, an elegant period-correct combination. The interior was retrimmed at the same time, receiving copper and beige vinyl with black pattern cloth inserts on the front and rear bench seats, giving the cabin a distinctive mid-century color palette. The driver's door was later repaired and refinished in 2011, showing continued upkeep over the years. Power comes from a replacement 350 Ci small block V8 equipped with an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, aluminum intake manifold, chrome air cleaner, and chrome valve covers. An auxiliary electric cooling fan sits ahead of the air conditioning condenser, supporting the added climate control system, an appreciated upgrade for modern driving. The engine sends power through a 3-speed automatic transmission, delivering relaxed cruising manners typical of period Chevrolets but with the added torque of the later V8. Exterior details include hooded headlamps, fender-mounted mirrors, chrome and stainless trim, dual exhaust outlets with full-length headers, and the signature fuel filler cleverly concealed above the left taillight, an iconic 1957 touch. The car rides on 14-inch steel wheels wearing faux knockoff covers and 225/75/14 Mastercraft all-season radials. Braking is handled by traditional front and rear drums. Inside, the cabin blends vintage style with mild modernization. In addition to the reupholstered seating, equipment includes a custom AutoSound cassette stereo, aftermarket lap belts, and functional climate control. The 2-spoke steering wheel with chrome horn ring frames the stock gauge cluster, including a 120 mph speedometer whose drive gear was repaired in 2012. The 5-digit odometer displays 5,000 miles, though the selling dealer states total mileage is unknown. Acquired by the owner in 2020 and now offered on dealer consignment, this Bel Air comes with service records and a clean Washington title. With its classic Tri-5 styling, tasteful refurbishment, and dependable 350-power driveline, this sedan represents an accessible and charming way to enjoy one of Chevrolet's most celebrated designs.
Number 2.
(1951) Mercury 8 Club Coupe. Price, $30,000. Location, Texas. This 1951 Mercury 8 Club Coupe is a full lead sled custom, blending classic post-war design with modern power and drivability. Built under previous ownership, it was transformed from a stock Mercury into a show-quality rod with a distinctive chopped profile and a thoroughly updated drivetrain. The body received an extensive reshaping, its roof lowered 3 inches, the hood nosed, the deck lid and handle shaved, and the headlights, taillights, and antenna Frenched. Finished in rich maroon paint with subtle ghosted flames, the car presents the long, low silhouette that defines the iconic Mercury custom look. Details such as a custom chrome grille, electric door poppers, faux lake pipes, fender skirts, and a Continental kit with an airbrushed cover add to its period-inspired character. Underneath the vintage sheet metal, the Mercury rides on a modernized chassis designed for comfort and control. Jamco independent front suspension with tubular control arms and a triangulated 4-link rear setup with air springs give the car a smooth, adjustable ride. Power steering and power-assisted front disc brakes make this lead sled far easier to handle than its 1950s origins would suggest. Steel 15-inch wheels with wire-style Cadillac crest covers and wide white-wall tires complete the traditional custom appearance. Inside, the car departs entirely from factory specification, featuring a full cream leather interior built around 1967 Thunderbird bucket seats and a matching rear bench. Maroon piping, Mercury bust embroidery, and color-coordinated diamond-stitched mats elevate the interior to show car standards. A custom center console incorporates iridescent trim, a Mustang shifter, an upholstered armrest, cup holders, and even a dual electronics mobile DVD player with a 7-inch screen, an unmistakable mark of early 2000s custom culture. Power windows are controlled from the door armrests, and the carpeted trunk is finished to the same level of detail as the cabin. The driver faces a 4-spoke steering wheel with a chrome horn ring and a Mercury bust center cap, set against a body-color dashboard fitted with direct-fit Dakota digital gauges. The digital odometer reads 22,000 miles, though true mileage is unknown. Power comes from Ford's 5.0-liter high-output V8, reportedly sourced from a 1995 Mustang GT. With electronic fuel injection, a Griffin aluminum radiator, an electric fan, and dual exhaust, the setup provides reliable, modern performance. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through a 4-speed electronic automatic overdrive transmission equipped with an auxiliary cooler. Acquired by the selling dealer in July 2025, this customized Mercury was offered at no reserve with Georgia registration. With its classic lead sled styling, thoughtfully updated drivetrain, and show car interior, it stands as a striking example of the post-war Mercury custom tradition, now paired with the power and ease of a modern V8 cruiser.
Number 3.
(1959) Ford Fairlane 500 Skyliner. Price, $30,400. Location, New York. The 1959 Ford Fairlane 500 Skyliner stands as one of the most fascinating examples of late 1950s automotive engineering, a time when American manufacturers were racing to outdo one another with bold styling, luxurious appointments, and ambitious mechanical ideas. Built in San Jose and finished from the factory in Wedgwood blue and colonial white, this particular Skyliner captures the glamorous personality of the era while showcasing the centerpiece feature that made the model legendary, its fully retractable, power-operated hardtop. Long before modern folding metal roofs became common, Ford engineered a complex ballet of motors, switches, and relays to tuck the entire steel roof into the trunk at the push of a button, making the Skyliner one of the most technically daring production cars of its time. This example is believed to have been restored in Southern California in the early 2000s, and its presentation remains crisp and timeless. The two-tone paint highlights the long, dramatic lines of the '59 redesign, particularly the sweeping fins, the chrome-accented beltline, and the wide, confident stance that defined Ford's premium offerings that year. Coker classic white-wall tires and body-color wheels complete the period look, while power steering and power-assisted drum brakes with a dual-circuit master cylinder provide easier manners on the road. As a whole, the car maintains the charm of a genuine late 50s cruiser while offering the usability expected from a well-restored example. Inside, the Fairlane 500 Skyliner continues the visual drama with a radiant blue interior trimmed in soft-textured vinyl and striped nub cloth, an unmistakably mid-century color combination that pairs beautifully with the exterior. According to the selling dealer, the carpeting was replaced during the restoration, the wiring was updated, and the entire retractable top mechanism was rebuilt to ensure smooth operation. Classic features remain in place, including a push-button radio, lap belts, and a power-adjustable front seat that enhances long-distance comfort. The sweeping 140 mph speedometer and chrome-ring steering will deliver the signature Ford cockpit experience of the era. The odometer shows under 33,000 miles, though true mileage remains unknown. Under the hood lies the H-code 352CI V8, which was rebuilt under prior ownership and paired with a 2-speed Fordomatic automatic transmission and rebuilt rear end. The 4-barrel carburetor helps the engine deliver smooth, confident power, and the drivetrain work performed earlier in its life gives the Skyliner the kind of reliability collectors appreciate when the desire for a weekend drive strikes. Combined with the car's restored mechanicals and iconic retractable hardtop, it offers one of the most distinctive driving experiences available from any 1950s American car. With its factory-correct colors, rebuilt V8, documented mechanical work, and the engineering marvel of its retractable steel roof, this 1959 Fairlane 500 Skyliner represents the golden age of Ford innovation. It remains a standout even among classic convertibles, part showpiece, part engineering milestone, and entirely evocative of an era when imagination and style knew no limits.
Number 4.
1958 Pontiac Bonneville convertible. Price, $82,500. Location, Alabama. This is the 1958 Pontiac Bonneville convertible, one of just 3,096 built for the model year and, even more remarkably, believed to be one of only 91 Pontiacs in 1958 equipped with both factory fuel injection and air conditioning. Beautifully restored under previous ownership, this example was later acquired by its current owner in 2019. Finished in a striking two-tone combination of Rangoon red and greystone white over matching red and ivory leather, it presents as one of the rarest and most desirable Pontiacs of the 1950s. In June 2024, it earned an AACA National First Prize at Saratoga Springs, underscoring its quality and authenticity. The car is now offered on behalf of the owner with correspondence from Pontiac Motor Division and a transferable New York registration. The exterior showcases classic late 50s styling with sweeping chrome bumpers, quad headlights and taillights, gold Bonneville badging, and fuel injection emblems on the fenders and trunk lid. The rear bumper houses dual exhaust outlets, and the convertible top, replaced under current ownership, is power-operated and finished in white. Other exterior highlights include dual fender-mounted spotlights with integrated mirrors, a concealed fuel filler door, and a power retractable antenna. The grille proudly carries the AACA award plaque. Riding on red-painted steel wheels with Pontiac spinner hubcaps, the Bonneville is equipped with correct 8.50 to 14 white wall bias ply tires, with a matching spare in the trunk. For 1958, the model rode on a 122-inch wheelbase and came standard with power steering and power-assisted drum brakes, giving it smooth road manners befitting Pontiac's top-of-the-line offering. Inside, the cabin is appointed with front and rear bucket seats trimmed in ivory leather with vivid red inserts. The coordinated red carpets, matching door panels, and Pontiac-branded floor mats create an elegant period interior. A long list of premium equipment includes factory air conditioning, power windows, a dashtop compass, Autronic eye automatic headlight dimmer, a removable sportable AM radio, and a rear speaker. The two-spoke red steering wheel features a chrome horn ring and faces a 120 mph speedometer with a safeguard speed control unit. The 5-digit odometer shows 49,000 miles, with roughly 1,000 added by the current owner, though total mileage is unknown. Under the hood is what makes this Bonneville truly special, the 370 cubic inch V8 equipped with Rochester mechanical fuel injection, a costly $500 factory option in 1958 that also included high-compression cylinder heads. Output was rated at 310 horsepower, making this one of the most advanced Pontiacs of its era. The engine is said to have been rebuilt under prior ownership. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through a super hydromatic 4-speed automatic transmission. The Fisher body tag confirms the car is a true style 58 to 2567 Bonneville custom convertible, finished originally in greystone white and Rangoon red with red and ivory leather upholstery. Factory options include power steering, power windows, fuel injection, a padded dash, electric antenna, heater/defroster, and the black convertible top. This award-winning, fuel-injected Bonneville, one of the rarest Pontiacs ever produced, represents the pinnacle of 1950s Pontiac engineering and styling. Offered on its New York registration, it stands as a stunning showpiece and a significant collector opportunity.
Number 5.
1955 Mercury Montclair convertible. Price, $26,000. Location, Houston. The 1955 Mercury Montclair convertible stands as one of Mercury's most striking designs of the mid-50s, a car shaped by chrome, sweeping lines, and the optimism of its era. This example was refurbished before the seller acquired it in 2000 and remains finished in its factory-correct Alaska white, paired with a white power-operated soft top. Beneath its long hood sits Mercury's 292 cubic inch Super Torque V8, linked to a smooth 3-speed Mercomatic automatic transmission, delivering effortless cruising power in true 1950s fashion. Visually, the car carries all the hallmarks of the period: dual side mirrors, rear fender skirts, bright chrome bumpers, and a Continental kit that stretches the silhouette just a bit farther into the past. Time has left a few marks: rust on the passenger trunk gutter, paint bubbling near the headlights, and a cracked right side window, but the car retains the presence and elegance that define Mercury's upscale position in the Ford family. The hood hinges no longer support the front hood, yet the car remains fully functional and capable of regular use. 15-inch steel wheels wearing full covers and BF Goodrich Silvertown white wall tires give the Montclair its proper stance. Power steering and power-assisted drum brakes were premium equipment in 1955, and both are present here. The rear leaf springs were replaced in 2024, and the braking system was adjusted at that time, keeping the car structurally fresh where it matters most. Inside, the cabin blends turquoise and white vinyl across its split back bench seats, evoking the bright, two-tone color palettes of mid-century American motoring. A folding rear armrest, a push-button AM radio, an analog clock, and a simple heater complete the Mercury's period driving environment. Age-related flaws: paint bubbling beneath the ashtray, a stain on the back of the driver's seat, and worn chrome trim, are visible but do little to detract from the charm of its preserved interior. Ahead of the driver, a two-spoke wheel with a chrome horn ring frames the 120 miles per hour speedometer and auxiliary gauges. The odometer shows 68,000 miles, with just 700 added under the current owner. Under the hood, the 292 CI-V8 remains close to factory specification, rated at 195 horsepower and 286 lb-ft of torque. Recent work in 2024 refreshed the carburetor and replaced push rods, intake and valve cover gaskets, ignition components, and the battery tray, which now accommodates an 8-volt battery. The car continues to run through its original Merc-O-Matic 3-speed automatic, powering the rear wheels as Mercury intended. The data plate confirms this Montclair is a true 76B convertible, built in St. Louis and originally trimmed in medium blue and white vinyl. The Indiana title carries an exceeds mechanical limits designation, typical for vehicles of this age. In all, this 1955 Montclair convertible captures the easy glamour of America's mid-century streets, a comfortable, chrome-laden cruiser with honest patina and recent mechanical care, sold at $26,000 as a charming survivor of Mercury's golden era.
Number 6.
(1954) Chevrolet 210. Price: $11,000. Location: Houston. This 1954 Chevrolet 210 blends mid-century style with modern V8 power, presenting as a lightly distressed, tavern-themed restomod that has been upgraded for stronger performance and everyday drivability. Refurbished and modified under previous ownership, the car was acquired by the seller on BAT in December 2024 and has since covered roughly 4,300 miles. Power comes from a 5.3-liter aluminum block LSV8 equipped with a Holley Brawler carburetor, ported cylinder heads, a BTR Stage 4 camshaft, MSD ignition, and an aluminum radiator with electric fan cooling. A 4-speed 700R4 automatic transmission, overhauled in 2021 and fitted with an FTI lockup converter, delivers power to the rear wheels, making this classic Chevy far more potent than it appears. The exterior wears distressed teal paint accented by Johnny's Tavern and Moonshine Runner lettering on the rear fenders and trunk, giving the car a purposeful, vintage hot rod personality. A white roof, single-side mirror, and classic hood ornament complete the look. The seller notes rust on inner wheel wells, the lower rear quarter panel, and inner rocker panels, consistent with a patinated, driver-style build rather than a fully restored example. Underneath, the car benefits from meaningful chassis upgrades. A total cost involved dual wishbone front suspension improves handling, while a solid rear axle with coilovers adds stability and modern ride quality. Staggered 15-inch steel wheels were BF Goodrich radials installed in March 2025, with two 25/60 fronts and wider 255/60 rears. Braking is handled by power-assisted front discs and rear drums, with the rear brakes refreshed in early 2025. Inside, the cabin features 2 rows of bench seats trimmed in black and gray with teal piping to match the exterior accents. Modern comforts include power windows, a Kenwood head unit, and Alpine speakers. The seller notes that the doors currently do not lock and the trunk lock cylinder is missing, minor items that may require attention. Dakota Digital Instrumentation sits behind a two-spoke steering wheel, displaying 4,300 miles since the build was completed. True mileage of the chassis is unknown. Recent mechanical preparation includes an oil change, a new battery, and fresh transmission fluid. A replacement driveshaft, dual exhaust system, and believed to be positraction rear differential round out the drivetrain enhancements. Offered with service records, a shop manual, and a clean Arizona title, this LS-powered 1954 Chevrolet 210 delivers the charm of a mid-1950s Chevy with the power and reliability of a modern V8, making it an engaging driver for cruising, shows, or continued customization.
Number 7.
1951 Ford Custom Deluxe Convertible. Price, $29,000. Location, Oklahoma. This 1951 Ford Custom Deluxe Convertible, affectionately nicknamed Doris, captures the classic charm of Ford's iconic shoebox era while benefiting from thoughtful refurbishment and meaningful mechanical upgrades. Previously showcased in the 2003 Dearborn Homecoming Parade and Show, this convertible has enjoyed a life of care and attention. Between 2020 and 2024, it received significant mechanical restoration, including a comprehensive overhaul of its power-operated soft top and a full rebuild of its 239 Ci flathead V8. With Offenhauser pistons, an Isky camshaft, fresh lifters, and a Melling oil pump, the engine now delivers improved performance while staying true to its vintage character. Paired with a resealed 4-illmatic 3-speed automatic transmission, it represents a well-sorted combination of originality and period-appropriate upgrades. Finished in bright yellow under previous ownership, the Ford's exterior radiates 1950s optimism. The black power-operated top contrasts beautifully with the bodywork, and although the top mechanism was rebuilt, a few age-related quirks remain, including non-functioning driving lights and a right rear window regulator in need of replacement. The vent windows also require updated upper pivots, typical wear points on shoebox convertibles. Rolling on 15-inch black steel wheels with two 1575 Coker Classic white walls, the car presents the exact stance and silhouette enthusiasts expect. Front disc brakes have been added for improved stopping power, and the rear wheel cylinders were replaced by the selling dealer to further enhance drivability. Inside, the cabin features two-tone upholstery and refreshed carpeting that lend the car a warm, inviting feel. While marks on the side panels and a tear in the left door panel reveal some use, the interior retains its classic character. The factory-style radio is currently inoperative, but the dashboard maintains the original 100 miles per hour speedometer and auxiliary gauges for fuel, oil pressure, amperage, and coolant temperature. The odometer shows 46,000 miles, though the true mileage is unknown. The seller notes that approximately 1,300 miles were added in recent ownership, with the fuel level gauge repaired in 2021. Under the hood, the newly rebuilt flathead V8 sits within a replacement 8BA block sourced in 2024. With only around 450 miles driven since completion, the engine is still relatively fresh. Supporting work includes new mufflers and a resealed transmission, ensuring smoother operation for years to come. The car is offered with extensive documentation, including $21,000 in drivetrain receipts from 2024, engine rebuild photos, service records, the original owner's manual, and accessories such as the car cover and top boot. Overall, Doris blends the unmistakable style of Ford's early 50s design with meaningful mechanical investment and a history that includes parade appearances and long-term enthusiast ownership. With its rebuilt drivetrain, attention-getting color combination, and classic convertible appeal, this 1951 Custom Deluxe stands as a charismatic and well-sorted shoebox ready for its next caretaker to enjoy top-down cruising. If you'd like, I can also create a shorter version, a YouTube-style script, or a listing-style rewrite.
Number 8.
1959 Pontiac Catalina Sports Coupe. Price, $15,000. Location, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. This is the 1959 Pontiac Catalina Sports Coupe, a beautifully refurbished example of late 50s American styling, presented here in glossy black over a striking red and white interior. Originally delivered in silver mist gray with cameo ivory accents, this Catalina was repainted before the seller acquired it in 2003, and today it carries an elegant, mirror-deep black finish. The design is unmistakably 1959 Pontiac, wide, dramatic, and full of confidence, with quad headlights, sweeping chrome bumpers, polished trim, and dual exhaust outlets. A few impressions on the front fenders are noted, but the overall presence of the car remains bold and handsome, the kind of look that captures the spirit of the era. The Catalina rides on 14-inch true-spoke wire wheels wrapped in Coker Classic wide white-wall radials, a combination that adds to its vintage luxury appearance. It features power steering and four-wheel power-assisted drum brakes, the latter receiving extensive servicing over the years. In 2009 the wheel bearings, seals, brake hoses, lines, and master cylinder were replaced, and the brake booster was rebuilt in 2019, showing careful attention to the car's mechanical health. The car also benefits from updated brake light and turn signal switches as well as refreshed taillight sockets. Inside, the cabin has been tastefully reupholstered in red and white vinyl, giving the interior a fresh, period-correct look. The door panels, rear shelf, and carpets were all replaced, and the car retains features such as lap belts, a push-button radio, a rear speaker, and a cabin heater. The turn signals occasionally fail to auto-cancel, a common quirk in cars of this age, but the dash layout and bright round bezel instrumentation remain clean and fully functional. The odometer shows 67,000 miles, with roughly 7,000 added under current ownership. Under the hood lies Pontiac's 389 cubic inch V8, reportedly rebuilt prior to the seller's purchase. It received a new 2-barrel carburetor in 2022, along with an updated voltage regulator, fresh belts, and a rebuilt generator. Power flows through a 4-speed automatic transmission to the rear wheels, and the rear shocks and springs have been replaced as part of ongoing maintenance. The data plate confirms this is a true 59 to 2137 Catalina 2-door hardtop sports coupe, originally assembled in Kansas City. The car is being offered on its Alberta registration, standard practice for vintage vehicles in the province, and is noted as an antique vehicle. What you have here is a classic late 50s Pontiac, sleek, confident, and full of character. With its restored interior, glossy black finish, wire wheels, and reliable 389 V8, this Catalina Sports Coupe stands as an inviting, well-sorted example of American automotive nostalgia, ready for showings, cruising, or simply enjoying as an iconic artifact of its era.
Number 9.
$1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud. Price, $27,000. Location, Washington. This 1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud is a left-hand drive 4-door saloon finished in classic black with a tan leather interior, acquired by the seller in 2018 and offered with a clean Washington title. Power comes from a smooth 4.9-liter inline-six paired with a GM Hydromatic 4-speed automatic transmission, delivering the understated, effortless driving character expected from Rolls-Royce of the era. The car retains period-correct luxury touches including a Royal Sound AM/FM cassette radio, front and rear picnic tables, fender-mounted mirrors, and steel wheels with polished and painted covers. Styled under J. P. Blatchley and built by the Pressed Steel Company, the Silver Cloud features an aluminum hood, doors, and trunk lid, paired with elegant proportions and the iconic Spirit of Ecstasy ornament. The exterior wears a recently reapplied red pinstripe, though corrosion is noted on the passenger side front body mount and lower section of a rear fender. The 15-inch steel wheels are fitted with BF Goodrich Silvertown white-wall tires installed in 2016, and the seller recommends brake bleeding and adjustment. Inside, the cabin has been recently reupholstered in tan leather with matching carpets and door panels, offering the warm, refined atmosphere Rolls-Royce is known for. Amenities include a locking glove box, vent windows, and beautifully finished burled wood surrounding a reverse sweep speedometer, analog clock, and combination gauge. The odometer shows 27,000 miles, with only 50 miles added under current ownership, though true mileage is unknown. Under the hood, the The 4.9-liter 6 is said to require choke maintenance, but otherwise presents as an honest and complete example of Rolls-Royce engineering from the mid-1950s. Offered with additional underbody photos and a clean title, this silver cloud represents an accessible entry into the world of British motoring prestige, combining elegant design, classic craftsmanship, and the timeless driving feel that defined Rolls-Royce in its golden era.
Number 10.
(1957) Ford Thunderbird E-Code. Price: $34,000. Location: Ohio. The 1957 Ford Thunderbird E-Code stands as one of the rarest and most compelling machines of the first-generation T-Bird era, an American icon sharpened with performance intent and finished with a level of elegance that defined the late 1950s. This particular example is one of the very few built in Dearborn and shipped to Mexico City for final assembly, a detail that already sets it apart before the hood even rises to reveal its dual-quad 312 V8. Finished in the unmistakable coral sand with a colonial white hardtop, it carries the soft, romantic optimism of its era while hiding the more serious engineering that made the E-Code cars so desirable to collectors decades later. The exterior shows the full drama of the 57 redesign: the slanted tail fins, the sculpted fender vents, the broad chrome bumpers, and those classic porthole windows that made the removable hardtop an instant styling landmark. The car benefits from a prior respray, and while small paint chips appear around the left headlight, the overall presence remains unmistakably striking, more boulevard cruiser than museum piece, but with enough charm to turn any street into a postcard. Period-correct wire wheels, white wall inserts, and chrome trim complete the look, giving the Thunderbird the graceful stance it was born with. Inside, colonial white pleated vinyl wraps the cabin in a bright, airy atmosphere that feels right at home beneath the coral sand exterior. The dash and door panels carry the same tone, complemented by engine-turned metal trim, a jewel-like detail that makes early Thunderbirds so distinctive from the inside. A town and country AM radio, heater, locking glove box, and floor-mounted shifter fill the cockpit with tactile reminders of mid-century motoring. Where on the driver's bolster and a small separation on the dash edge note the car's age honestly, but do little to diminish its character. Slide behind the three-spoke wheel, and the centrally mounted sweeping speedometer and tachometer instantly transport you to 1957. Under the hood lies the real point of pride, the E-Code 312 CIY block, running dual 4-barrel carburetors and factory-rated at 270 horsepower. Only a small fraction of Thunderbirds receive this high-performance setup, making the car not just stylish, but genuinely spirited. Paired with a Fordomatic 3-speed automatic, it delivers the unmistakable rhythm of a well-tuned Y-block, smooth, confident, and eager enough to remind you why enthusiasts chase these cars. Power steering and power-assisted brakes keep the driving feel relaxed, while aftermarket sway bars help tighten the ride without compromising its classic grand touring nature. With its rare origin, correct E-Code powertrain, elegant colors, and honest presentation, this 1957 Thunderbird captures the essence of a golden era of American motoring, equal parts style and substance, optimism and engineering. It remains one of those cars that doesn't just represent history, it invites you to step back into it, 1 mile at a time.
Number 11.
1949 Chevrolet Deluxe. Price: $29,800. Location: Miami. Blending the timeless curves of a late 40s Chevrolet with the muscle and refinement of a modern street rod, this 1949 Chevrolet Deluxe presents as both a showpiece and a driver. The product of a full rotisserie restoration, the car combines an all-steel body with tasteful custom touches, a 350 V8 upgraded with Phytec fuel injection, and a 700R4 automatic transmission. With its two-tone cream and copper finish, 20-inch artillery wheels, and fully custom interior, this Deluxe is a one-of-a-kind hot rod that balances high-end aesthetics with road-ready performance. This Chevy wears a spectacular cream and copper two-stage finish applied over a carefully prepared, all-steel body. The profile is enhanced with polished stainless trim, deluxe scripts, and blue dot taillights, while the 1949 specific grille and hood ornament anchor the look with classic authenticity. Additional details include re-chromed bumpers with guards, a recessed power antenna, retro mirrors, and fresh glass throughout. Fender skirts are included with the sale for a period-perfect touch. The end result is a show-quality custom that maintains Chevrolet's factory elegance while exuding modern street rod presence. Power comes from a 350 cubic inch Chevrolet V8 equipped with FI-Tech Go Street fuel injection, delivering 400 horsepower with the reliability of modern electronics. The engine features an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake, HEI ignition, billet pulleys, a polished alternator, and block hugger headers feeding into a true dual Flowmaster exhaust. Cooling is handled by a polished aluminum radiator with electric fan. Inside, the car features a custom cloth and vinyl interior finished in beige tones that complement the copper exterior. Power-operated windows, a tilt steering column with polished banjo-style wheel, and vintage air climate control add modern convenience. The dash houses updated gauges, billet knobs, and a modern Sony audio system with Polk audio speakers integrated into the custom side panels. Premium carpet, a tight headliner, and a fully upholstered trunk complete the presentation, making the interior as refined as the exterior. This 1949 Chevrolet Deluxe offers the best of both worlds, classic late 40s Chevrolet styling enhanced with modern V8 power, a comfortable custom interior, and show-quality presentation. With its rotisserie restoration, tasteful modifications, and road-ready reliability, it's a street rod that turns heads while being fully capable of long-distance cruising. For collectors or enthusiasts seeking a balance of elegance and performance, this Deluxe is an ideal choice.
Number 12.
1951 Mercury Monterey Custom Coupe. Price, $24,500. Location, Indiana. This 1951 Mercury Monterey Custom Coupe is a show-stopping pro-street build that blends iconic style with big block muscle and street-friendly comfort. Professionally built by the New England Rod Shop, this chopped and smooth Merc is instantly recognizable, lowered, sleek, and perfectly proportioned. Its expertly executed top chop, DuPont Chroma 1 custom blended yellow paint, and detailed bodywork give it an unmistakable presence, whether cruising or parked. With just 8,010 miles since the build, it remains in fantastic condition with deep, distortion-free paintwork and all-new glass. Under the hood, the Monterey is powered by a 454 Ci Chevrolet big block V8 backed by a built TH400 3-speed automatic transmission. The engine is outfitted with a Holley 4-barrel carb, aluminum intake, long-tube ceramic-coated headers, and polished aluminum accessories. The bay is clean and well-organized, designed for reliable, real-world use with a show-quality finish. A narrowed Ford 9-inch rear end, custom rear subframe, and updated independent front suspension provide solid performance, while rack and pinion steering and air shocks enhance drivability. A full dual exhaust system with electric cutouts adds aggressive tone on demand. Out back, massive 15x15 Kragar Dragstar wheels wrapped in 33-inch Mickey Thompson Sportsman tires give it a proper pro street stance. Inside, the interior is custom trimmed in glove-soft tan leather with Mercedes-Benz carpeting, a custom bench seat, billet accents, and a full array of VDO gauges set into a fabricated aluminum dash insert. A tilt steering column and matching leather wrap will ensure comfort, while the custom sound system and finished trunk, housing a polished fuel cell, reflect thoughtful, long-distance friendly design. Tastefully de-chromed but retaining its essential Mercury character, this 51 Monterey strikes a bold balance between old-school cool and modern power. With extensive chassis upgrades, distinctive looks, and a reliable drivetrain, it's a turnkey cruiser ready for the street or show. If you're looking for a chopped Merc that sets itself apart in both looks and performance, this is it.
Number 13.
1957 Pontiac Chieftain Tri-Power. Price, $35,000. Location, Oakland, TN. This 1957 Pontiac Chieftain is a beautifully preserved example of GM's first tri-power setup, offering both historical importance and show-ready presentation. The car has only 900 miles on a rebuilt original 347 V8, paired with a freshly rebuilt 4-speed automatic transmission for smooth and reliable performance. Mechanical highlights include restored carburetors, Pertronix electronic ignition, a Rodden radiator with both push-electric and original Polar fans, a new turbo exhaust system, and an upgraded power brake system with triangulated support. The car also features electric wipers, ensuring convenience in modern driving conditions. Styling is complemented by wire wheels with new BF Goodwrench whitewall tires, including the spare, as well as fender skirts, Star Chief stainless trim, and detailed chrome finishes such as the new instrument bezel and horn ring. Inside, the Chieftain is fitted with fresh instrument gauges and presents in excellent condition throughout. A striking combination of vintage Pontiac design and careful restoration, this Chieftain Tri-Power stands ready for shows, cruises, or private collection display. Offered at $35,000 in Oakland, Tennessee.
Number 14.
1938 Chevrolet Business Coupe. Price, $33,000. Location, Indiana. This 1938 Chevrolet Business Coupe represents one of the finest examples of a modernized pre-war hot rod, blending show-quality craftsmanship with serious drivability. Built from an all-steel Chevrolet body and finished to concours standards, over $33,000 has been invested in creating a street rod that's as menacing in presence as it is rewarding to drive. With its Ramjet 502 big block, custom chassis, and plush leather interior, it embodies the best of everything philosophy without becoming too precious to put on the road. Exterior. The body remains all steel, reimagined through tasteful custom work. A 3-inch roof chop and a shortened deck lid give the coupe a sleeker profile, while widened fiberglass fenders and custom steel running boards complete its muscular stance. Door handles were shaved for a clean finish, with every panel massaged to perfection and aligned with consistent gaps. The car wears a deep black base coat, overlaid with a striking set of traditional flames and finished in show-quality clear. Custom touches include a stainless steel grille, Bosch headlights and black housings, a V-butt windshield, flush-mounted Hagen taillights, and a French license recess. The result is a menacing, flame-kissed profile that looks equally at home on the show field or the boulevard. Drivetrain and performance. Beneath the louvered split hood lies a Ramjet 502 V8, factory rated at 502 horsepower and 565 lb-ft of torque. Built with forged internals and aluminum heads, the big block offers both brute force and reliability, its polished intake and custom flamed valve covers adding show-ready flair. Power is delivered through a GM 700 or 4-4-speed automatic to a Ford 9-inch rear with 3.50 gears and limited slip. Ceramic-coated headers feed a stainless dual exhaust, producing a deep but refined rumble. A custom haze radiator with electric fan ensures dependable cooling, while power steering and air conditioning make this coupe as comfortable to drive as it is powerful. Chassis and suspension. Underneath, a fully custom chassis supports the build. The front end uses a Mustang II style setup with tubular A-arms, coilovers, and rack and pinion steering, while the rear features a polished parallel 4-link with coilovers. Stopping power comes from 4-wheel power disc brakes, neatly plumbed along the frame. Boyd Coddington 5-spoke wheels wrapped in toyo rubber complete the vintage hot rod look while delivering modern road manners. Interior. Despite its aggressive exterior, the cabin offers unexpected refinement. Dark gray leather bucket seats from a modern Chrysler provide comfort, separated by a custom center console with a B&M shifter and power window controls. Matching door panels and clean dark carpeting set the tone, while the dash, painted gloss black to match the body, houses stainless trim, VDO gauges, and a Sony AM/FM/CD stereo. A tilt column, modern 3-spoke steering wheel, and Dakota digital cruise control ensure comfort on long drives, making this 38 as practical as it is stylish. Summary. Few pre-war hot rods deliver this level of balance between power, comfort, and showmanship. With its flame-adorned steel body, Ramjet 502 powerplant, custom chassis, and air-conditioned leather interior, this 1938 Chevrolet Business Coupe is a turnkey example of top-tier hot rod craftsmanship. Built to drive, yet finished to impress, it stands out as a rare alternative to the Ford-dominated street rod scene. Quality builds of this caliber seldom come to market. This 38 offers the chance to own a true custom that lives up to its reputation.
Number 15.
1959 Ford Galaxie Custom 300. Price, $10,900. Location, Albion, Indiana. The 1959 Ford Galaxie marked the debut year of Ford's new flagship full-size line, combining the bold jet-age styling of the late 1950s with practical engineering aimed at everyday American drivers. This example, a Galaxie Custom 300, offers a unique mix of original character and subtle period-style customizing, making it both a dependable driver and a head-turner at local shows. Exterior. Finished in silver with a fresh repaint, this Galaxie benefits from body modifications that give it a clean, streamlined profile. The factory body moldings have been shaved, while the hood has been nosed and the trunk decked to create a sleeker look in the traditional custom car style. A lowered suspension, sitting approximately 3 inches down, enhances the stance and gives the car a low, flowing silhouette without being impractical on the road. Overall, the paint and body present well, with a solid foundation for continued enjoyment. Interior. Inside, the cabin has been refreshed with recovered seats in black, offering a clean and tidy appearance. A new headliner is included with the car and simply needs to be installed by the next owner. The dashboard and trim retain much of their original look, keeping the car's interior true to its late 1950s heritage while offering comfort for modern cruising. Drivetrain and chassis. Power comes from Ford's reliable 223 cubic inch inline-six engine, paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission. The seller notes the car runs well, cruising at 70 miles per hour comfortably and even outperforming his 292Y block in acceleration up to 60 miles per hour. Recent maintenance includes a tune-up, newer brakes, fresh coils, and shocks, ensuring the car is both mechanically sound and enjoyable to drive. With only 44,000 miles showing, it reflects careful use and upkeep. Condition. This Galaxie is described as a solid, good title car that is fully capable of running and driving as is. The recent mechanical updates and cosmetic refinements make it a turnkey cruiser, while the shaved body and lowered stance add just enough individuality to set it apart from stock examples. Summary. The 1959 Ford Galaxie Custom 300 captures the essence of late 1950s American motoring, blending Ford's signature jet-age styling with thoughtful custom touches. With its fresh silver finish, clean interior, dependable 6-cylinder drivetrain, and tasteful modifications, this Galaxie is ready for weekend drives, local cruise nights, or the car show circuit. Affordable, stylish, and fun, it represents an excellent entry point into the classic car hobby or a unique addition to any collection.
Number 16.
1939 Cadillac Fleetwood Sedan. Price, $27,500. Location, Brookfield, Massachusetts. This 1939 Cadillac Fleetwood sedan is a stately pre-war classic that captures the elegance and presence of Cadillac's finest offerings. Presented in black with a leather-covered roof and classic suicide rear doors, it reflects the craftsmanship of Fleetwood-bodied Cadillacs at the close of the 1930s. Exterior. The body is finished in traditional black, complemented by a period-correct leather top, a luxury detail that underscores its formal limousine-like presentation. The long, sweeping fenders, integrated headlights, and rear-hinged back doors highlight Cadillac's hallmark design cues of the era. Chrome trim and bright work retain a handsome appearance, adding to its dignified character. Interior. Inside, the cabin is trimmed in gray, offering a simple but refined presentation. The long wheelbase provides ample rear seat comfort, in keeping with its role as a prestige sedan. The interior's understated elegance matches the Fleetwood tradition of luxury design. Drivetrain. Power comes from Cadillac's durable cast-iron V8 engine, paired here with an automatic transmission. While the car runs and drives, the seller notes it would benefit from a tune-up and new tires. Given its age and period mechanicals, transport by trailer is recommended until those items are addressed. Summary. With just 25,717 miles indicated, this 1939 Cadillac Fleetwood offers an outstanding foundation for preservation or restoration. Featuring classic suicide doors, a leather top, and Cadillac's signature V8 power, it embodies the prestige of pre-war American motoring. At $27,500, it represents a rare opportunity to acquire a Fleetwood-bodied Cadillac sedan that is both collectible and remarkably complete.
Number 17.
1940 Lincoln Zephyr Coupe. Price, $30,500. Location, New Jersey. This 1940 Lincoln Zephyr Coupe blends the timeless elegance of Lincoln's pre-war teardrop styling with the performance, reliability, and comfort of a fully modernized street rod. The product of a meticulous 5-year restoration, the build features an all-steel body chopped 5.5 inches, a Chevrolet 350 V8 paired with a 700 R4 automatic transmission, power steering, air conditioning, and a custom leather interior. The result is a rare and striking custom Zephyr that delivers both show-stopping presence and effortless drivability. The Zephyr was one of the most streamlined designs of the 1940s, and this coupe's transformation takes that Art Deco form to the next level. Finished in deep, glossy black, the all-steel body was carefully stripped, restored, and chopped for a sleeker, more aggressive profile. Its signature polished grille, tri-bar headlights, and subtle pinstriping blend pre-war elegance with modern monochrome style. Shaved doors, fender skirts, spotlights, and frameless glass refine the silhouette, while custom touches like a shaved deck lid, quad outlet exhaust, and 1937 Zephyr taillights complete the rear. The balance of original cues and subtle modifications ensures the car maintains its Lincoln identity while standing apart as a true custom. Power comes from a Chevrolet 350 CI small block V8, neatly installed beneath a shaker-inspired cowl. Outfitted with a Holley carburetor, aluminum intake, HEI ignition, and polished dress-up components, the engine is as reliable as it is eye-catching. Cooling is handled by an aluminum radiator with an electric fan, and exhaust exits through cast manifolds into a dual system with turbo mufflers. Backing the V8 is a turbo-hydromatic 700 R4 4-speed automatic transmission feeding a 10-bolt rear axle. The factory chassis has been upgraded with fresh suspension components, including power steering via an AGR gearbox for easy maneuverability. Stopping power is provided by front disc brakes with rear drums, ensuring modern driving confidence. Rolling stock consists of wide white-wall BF Goodrich Silvertown tires mounted on polished intros wheels and stainless-trimmed steelies, maintaining a period-correct look with street rod flair. Inside, the chopped Zephyr feels surprisingly spacious thanks to clever customization. Cream-colored leather seats with full power adjustment provide comfort, while coordinated carpeting, billet accents, and a painted locker shifter add refinement. One-piece power windows, power seats, and power door poppers bring convenience, while vintage air climate control ensures year-round comfort. The dashboard blends Lincoln branding with classic instruments gauges, maintaining a vintage appearance while delivering accurate telemetry. A polished tilt steering column and restored factory will complete the driver's environment, while the fully finished trunk offers practical cargo space and matching upholstery. With its elegant Art Deco lines, 5-year professional build, and well-executed upgrades, this 1940 Lincoln Zephyr Coupe is both a tribute to one of Lincoln's most beautiful designs and a thoroughly modernized street rod. Combining classic luxury styling with proven GM power amenities, and a custom leather interior, it stands ready to turn heads at shows or cruise in comfort on the open road. A rare opportunity to own a hot rod Lincoln executed with style and sophistication.
Number 18.
1956 Packard 400 Caribbean Tribute. Price, $28,000. Location, MT Juliet, TN. Presented here is a fascinating piece of Packard history and 1950s Americana, a 1956 Packard 400 that was modified when new by a dealership in Ohio to resemble Packard's range-topping Caribbean hardtop. These dealer-built Caribbean lookalikes were intended to give customers the flash and prestige of Packard's most exclusive model at a more accessible price point. Today, they stand as a unique part of Packard lore and are rarely seen on the market. This example retains its original matching numbers 374 cubic inch V8 engine, along with Packard's advanced self-leveling suspension, and it has been well cared for throughout its life. With its striking presentation, solid road manners, and distinct history, it makes a compelling option for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Exterior. The car is finished in a clean white paint scheme accented by Caribbean-style trim, giving it the upscale flair associated with Packard's Halo model. The body is straight and solid, reflecting the quality of Packard craftsmanship during its final years of production. Chrome and brightwork remain in good condition, presenting well and adding to the car's period-correct style. The overall presence is both elegant and imposing, a reminder of Packard's reputation for luxury and design sophistication. Interior. Inside, the cabin has been reupholstered in black. While the restoration does not follow the exact original factory specifications, the interior presents cleanly and provides a comfortable environment for cruising. The dash retains its classic Packard design, and most gauges are functional, with the exception of the speedometer needle, which will require replacement. The interior highlights Packard's mid-century approach to luxury, with ample room, quality materials, and tasteful detailing. Under the hood, this Packard retains its original, numbers-matching 374 cubic inch V8 engine, the largest displacement engine ever offered by the company. Power is delivered through an automatic transmission, making it a smooth and capable highway cruiser. The car is equipped with matching numbers 374 V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, drum brakes, Packard's self-leveling suspension, still operational. The seller notes that this Packard drives better than any other classic he has owned, a testament to the engineering quality and the condition of this particular example. In 1956, Packard built just 3,224 examples of the 400, making them rare cars in their own right. The Ohio dealership conversion into Caribbean-inspired hardtops adds another layer of rarity, with very few surviving today. These cars embody the spirit of post-war American optimism and Packard's effort to remain competitive in the luxury market. For enthusiasts, they represent both collectability and an intriguing conversation piece within the Packard community. Offered at $28,000, this 1956 Packard 400 Caribbean Tribute is a unique blend of originality and custom history. It combines Packard's renowned engineering with the visual flair of the Caribbean, creating a rare and desirable car that stands out at shows or on the open road. With limited production, dealer-built exclusivity, and its strong road performance, this is an opportunity not to be missed. The seller will also consider possible trades.
Number 19.
1959 Chevrolet Impala convertible price. $27. 600 location. Miami finished in tuxedo black code. 900 over a striking red interior code 874. This 1959 Chevrolet Impala convertible is presented in one of the most desirable color combinations of the era. With just 21 miles since restoration, it represents a rare opportunity to acquire one of Chevrolet's most iconic designs, elegant yet performance-oriented, full-size convertible. From the final year of the flamboyant 1950s drivetrain and performance. Under the hood lies the 283 CI fuel-injected high-performance V8 engine code F127CJ. Paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, the car retains its correct 7,017,300 Rochester fuel injection unit, making it one of the most advanced and rare powertrain setups available in 1959. Supporting components include the correct distributor, Harrison radiator, proper hoses and clamps, correct battery cables and date-coded plug wires, deep groove pulleys, the 110,217 generator, dated 9/8, and hood insulation with an underhood lamp further authenticate the meticulous restoration, chassis, and features. This Impala is equipped with manual steering and manual drum brakes. True to its factory configuration, along with pause traction, rear end for improved traction. Rolling on 8.0 0214 wide white wall tires with full wheel covers, it embodies the period-correct look. Additional equipment includes electric windshield wipers, tinted glass, windshield washers, fender skirts, and dual outside mirrors, interior and comforts inside. The red interior is complemented by a padded dash and factory AM push-button radio with a rear-mount antenna. The power convertible top operates smoothly, transforming the Impala from closed cruiser to open-air classic with ease. Summary: the 1959 Chevrolet Impala convertible is celebrated for its dramatic styling, with its broad fins, cat's eye tail lamps, and sweeping lines that defined late 1950s Americana. This example, restored to exacting standards and showing only 21 miles, combines rarity, correctness, and presentation in a way seldom seen today. With its fuel-injected 283 3-speed manual and meticulous detailing, it represents the upper echelon of collectible Chevrolets, a true showpiece for discerning collectors. This Impala would make a centerpiece in any high-level American car collection.
Number 20.
1940 Ford pickup. Price, $27,500. Location, Klamath Falls, Oregon. This 1940 Ford pickup blends timeless pre-war styling with modern upgrades for comfort and drivability. Finished in classic green with a clean gray interior, it rides on an upgraded Chevrolet 350 V8 and automatic transmission, making it a reliable and enjoyable cruiser. Exterior. The truck wears a deep green paint finish that highlights the distinctive lines and curves of Ford's pre-war pickups. The body is clean and straight, with period-correct trim pieces and bright work complementing its vintage design. Rounded fenders and the upright grille give it the unmistakable 1940 look that remains one of the most sought after among collectors and street rod enthusiasts. Interior. Inside, the cabin is outfitted in gray, offering a neat and functional space. A tilt steering column and updated controls improve comfort behind the wheel, while still maintaining the straightforward simplicity of a classic pickup. Drivetrain and performance. Power comes from a proven Chevrolet 350 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, offering both dependability and smooth performance. The truck is also equipped with modern conveniences including air conditioning, power steering, and tilt steering, making it well suited for relaxed cruising or local shows. Summary. This 1940 Ford pickup strikes the perfect balance between classic looks and modern drivability. With its upgraded small block V8, automatic transmission, and comfort features like AC and power steering, it's ready to be enjoyed on weekend drives, car shows, or as a standout piece in any collection.